What is up, people? It's your boy Fishing. I just wanted to come on here and talk about the recruiting weekends coming up. A lot of Florida's top targets, if not most of all of them, are committing this weekend and next. As always, if you like this video, man, hit the subscribe, hit the like button. I do appreciate it. Um, so we got three crystal balls in today. Jordan Castell, four-star safety, four-star defensive back, Jakeem Jackson, and a three-star defensive lineman that I don't really know too much about. He kind of just came up out of nowhere for me. But it's interesting because this could be a really good thing or a really bad thing, or it could be just kind of in between. We don't know, and we're not going to get all of these kids. But like I said, a lot of the top targets: Peyton Kirkland, Jonel Aguero, however you say that. Malik Bryant's coming up. I think the 28th. Derek LeBlanc's coming up. Just a lot of the main targets that Florida really needs. And like I said, we're not going to get all of these kids, but my boy High Top had a show the other day, and he brought this up. Somebody did about the recruiting momentum. You know, you got Aiden Mazzell, the wide receiver, breaking into the top 10 as when the recruiting rankings updated. And if he was a lock for Florida, you know, he was about to commit. You know, when we all thought he was last weekend, and then Billy just kind of caught up and said, "Hold up, just let's just wait and get some momentum and do it all at the same time." And that's just an idea. I mean, I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying we're getting all of the top targets or the players that we kind of think we're going to. But this weekend and next is going to be a lot of shocking things, good, bad, and indifferent. So, with that being said, though, you got Peyton Kirkland. They're leaning Texas for him, but Texas isn't even in his top five. So that just shows you recruitments are just never over. And it's not saying they're going to get him, but I'm just saying, I mean, recruitments are never over, especially in the days of college football right now. Malik Bryant is a really big get. The linebacker recruiting has been atrocious. There's nobody in this class committed. There's no other top guys we're even in contention for that I know of. Malik Bryant is a really, really important one. Derek LeBlanc as well, one of the top targets for defensive line. Both probably the biggest areas of need for Florida. So don't get your panties in a knot if Derek LeBlanc goes to Bama or Malik Bryant goes to Miami or both go to Miami. Like I said, Miami could sweep in and pull something off, and then could be a bad deal here. I kind of tend to think it's going to be kind of in the middle. But anyway, it's just you got to start beating Miami head to head for these recruits. Florida hasn't been able to pull it off yet. Miami's beaten Florida out of head to head recruits. When let's say Malik's down to Miami and Florida, and then Miami gets him. That's just another L that we're taking to Mario. And it just is what it is. Mario's an amazing recruiter, and it's just what he does, and he's just absolutely killing it down there. He's locking down South Florida, and Billy is. He's kind of putting a fence around Gainesville, like he's talked about, and we're keeping a lot of these highly rated four stars in state at Florida. But Mario's actually going nationally. He's got ties all the way over to the Northwest. So Mario's kind of at an advantage in that sense too. And you could say the same thing about Billy in Louisiana. But anyway, like I said, you just got to start beating Miami out. This weekend and next is going to tell us a lot about where we're really at in recruiting because you know this recruiting class is, I mean, first off, it's the bump class. It's extremely important, but also this class is going to tell us a lot about what we need to improve on and if we're really going to be able to improve in recruiting because you got to improve in recruiting. Let's say we finish in the top 10 to 15. That's going to get you fourth to the sixth in the SEC. You got A&M, Bama, Georgia, and LSU probably going to more than likely, if you finish there, they're probably going to finish ahead of you in recruiting in the SEC, and that's the important part. Especially, when you talk about competing for the SEC and then playoffs and all that, which is obviously the goal. So, with that being said, got to beat Miami in a few, and we'll see how that really goes. But yeah, I mean, y'all let me know what y'all think about all this. Like I said, I mean, I got Jonel Aguero going to Georgia. Peyton Kirkland's either Miami, Bama, or Texas, probably, if I had to pick. And, Malik Bryant's just an unknown. Derek LeBlanc's an unknown. They both could end up at Florida. They both could end up elsewhere. We just don't know. Jordan Castell's probably for Florida, probably kind of more of a lock. Jakeem Jackson probably a lock. Aiden Mazzell probably a lock. But like I said, just the momentum would help the program in period. And the thing, if you've watched me or anything or just listened or whatever about the recruiting things that I do, the main thing that I want to see in the next class, and this is going to help amazingly if Anthony Richardson does play up to his potential and have a really good year. We need to see an elite, 5 star or just a high, just an elite recruit at quarterback. I've been saying this forever. I mean, it's just what you need to win. How long has it been since Florida has had an amazing quarterback or an elite recruit? It's been a really long time. I mean, it's been over 10 years. And you go back to Kyle Trask, I mean, he was a 2 star. Hey, he was a developmental guy. So, like I said, I mean, and, Felipe Franks, Trayon Harris, Austin Appleby, Luke Del Rio, nobody was really an elite quarterback, and it had a lot to do with the schemes and the coach that was in the position. So that's hopefully the turning point for me is that because like you see other programs like Alabama, Clemson gets the elite of the elite quarterbacks every year. They kind of handpick. Southern Cal is going to start doing that with Lincoln Riley. So I'm just saying you got to start you got to have a good year this year with Anthony, and you got to start getting elite quarterbacks, and that's just what you need to win, especially in the SEC. So that's just my thoughts, and of course, there's going to be more recruits later, but this is just what's going on right now, this weekend and next. But leave me your thoughts in the comment section if there's something that you have any opinion about where somebody's going to go. Even opposing fan bases can chime in, but just let me know in the comments. I appreciate y'all watching, man, and we'll see you.